Hey YouTube, it's Sam coming at you with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing One Battle After Another, the latest film from Paul Thomas Anderson. It's his 10th film, actually. He's known for films like Boogie Nights, Punch Drunk Love, Magnolia, There Will Be Blood was his big one. And this is, like I said, his 10th film, his latest film. And this film stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Chase Infinity, Regina Hall, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro. Pretty star-studded cast in this one. And mostly this movie is about Bob, who is a washed-up revolutionary who lives in a state of stone paranoia, surviving off-grid with his spirited and self-reliant daughter Willa. When his evil nemesis resurfaces and Willa goes missing, the former radical scrambles to find her as both father and daughter battle the consequences of their past. And to me, it was a pretty solid movie overall. You get some great performances from Leonardo, Chase Infinity, which is this is her breakout film. This is her first big movie. I think she's gonna have a pretty good career based on this performance. Sean Penn gives a really good performance besides the weird walk that he had. If you've seen the movie, you know the walk. It's kind of weird. Um, then you have Regina Hall who gives really good performance. Never would have thought the girl from Scary Movie would be giving a performance like this. Just kind of shows you her range. And speaking of kind of range, I mean, from Scary Movie, Marlon, and he just did him, and he had incredible range, the good performance in him. So funny actors can be serious. And so you have that story that's going on, and we also have Tiana Taylor. And to me, this was kind of the low point in the movie because her acting, it was all in the first half of the movie. And to me, the first hour of the movie was really slow. It and it dragged out too long. The first hour of the movie probably could have been about, I say 15, 30 minutes at most, and you could have gotten your point across, and we could have been, to the action more sooner and get a better kind of story out of the supporting characters. And so the best performance, I think, besides Leonardo and Regina Hall, was Benicio del Toro. His subplot alone, I think, deserves its own movie, but he is, the very calm piece in the movie, but he's also a little bit of a comedic relief. And I've been watching Benicio since Fear and Loathing. His character is almost like his character from the Phoenician Scheme. I don't know if he was filming these two movies around the same time, but they kind of act almost alike. And I think that, I love the Phoenician Scheme. It was kind of funny, but I think that Benicio is kind of he should win an award for this based on, just what he had to do in this film. But other than that, pretty solid film. He has some pretty good cinematography. Some shots were a little bit too long, like, you could have kinda condensed that shot a little bit, save a little bit on the time because 2 hours and 50 minutes is really long, almost, just sitting there watching a movie. But cinematography, there was one shot they were running the rooftops, and it was a black background, and they were running rooftops, and you just saw these black like, figures just jumping and doing all these tricks on the roof. Really good cinematography. The soundtrack for me, it was okay for the timepiece. I don't know if it was the way the movie is mixed or if it was just my theater, but there were some times where the movie or the music didn't fade out and you couldn't understand what the character was saying when the movie, when it came time to speak. It would just be too loud, and I really couldn't understand what the character was saying in for the first couple of seconds. But like I said, I don't know if that was just me or my theater or what. But other than that, pretty good solid movie all around. I would say go out and watch this. I give it about a 4 out of 5. There was something in the third act that kind of put it off. Like, it was a little bit of a plot hole. If you watch it, you'll see it, but doesn't really destroy the movie. It just kind of makes you question a little bit. But other than that, like I said, solid movie, 4 out of 5. Go out and watch it. If you've seen any other of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies, if you like them, comment down below which one's your favorite. And which one's your favorite Benicio del Toro film? I mean, we all have a favorite Leonardo film, so I'm not gonna give you that one. But yeah, check us out. Check me out next time for my next review. And other than that, peace.